Hello and a warm welcome to TBC News, our top stories. EACOP brings gains beyond oil and infrastructure.
We have a hospital, Julius General Hospital. We have a Kagera, which has been improved by Total.
Overweight raises concerns as stakeholders meet. Good evening, I am Teddy Mpanyanga. You can all follow us live via YouTube channel TBC Online and also get all the latest news through our Instagram, Facebook and X pages at TBC Online. Chama cha Mapinduzi CCM presidential candidate Samia Suluhu Hassan says upon re-election her party will continue to improve people's lives in the Tanga region. Addressing citizens in Korogwe and Mombo districts during her campaign rallies, the presidential candidate emphasizes that Korogwe is one of the most strategic regions due to its geographical position, insisting that her government will prioritize construction and improvements of roads, railways and ports so as to stimulate growth and expand commercial activities in the area. She further pledges to revive sisal and tea industries in Mombo, as well as improve irrigation systems through the Mkomazi Dam project, which is already 50% complete.
We will continue to open up opportunities in Korogwe by building tarmac roads as outlined in our manifesto. Our priority will be the 74-kilometer road linking Soni, Bumbuli, Dindira and Korogwe. In addition, we'll construct 128 kilometers of tarmac roads connecting Old Korogwe, Kwamdora, Magoma, Mashewa, Bombomtoni and Mabokweni, all to tarmac standards. We have already begun with the construction of the Mkomanzi Sami Road, covering 101 kilometers. This project has been divided into two lots, with the first phase being the 32 kilometers Mkomanzi Ndugu section, which is already under construction at a cost of 59 billion shillings.
Meanwhile, in Same and Mwanga districts, the CCM presidential candidate has underscored the importance of strengthening health services, including building new health centers, equipping them with modern medical facilities, promising to improve communication infrastructure, highlighting the installation of 6 new mobile towers in Mwanga district. Furthermore, she adds that the successful completion of the Mwanga Same Korogwe water project will bring relief to residents by reducing water shortage challenges. And in other news, the Makini presidential candidate Costa Kibonde promises Rungwe district residents to revive the decommissioned tea factory and to ensure major transformations are carried out to improve the lives of coffee and avocado farmers. Outlining his party's manifesto in the Rungwe district, he insists that if elected as president of the United Republic of Tanzania, he is going to revive all the industries that have died in the district and the Mbeya region in general.
I'm fully aware of the great engagement of the Rungwe people in agriculture, but today we witness tea and coffee crops perishing and the avocado crop facing uncertain prices. Farmers put in a lot of effort to produce avocados, yet buyers come and sort only a few, leaving the rest to decompose. All of that will be stopped when the Makin part gets to office.
On the area of employment, he vows to make available more than 1 million motorcycles to young people who do not have the capital to own their own motorcycles for transport business.
Makini political party, the government will provide 1 million motorcycles to the youth free of charge, but they must attend a short course on how to ride and obtain licenses. When I get to office as a chief commander, I will direct the police to provide these licenses to the youth so that they can access and use motorcycles.
The NLD presidential candidate Doyo Hassan Doyo pledges to ensure construction of a regional hospital and a modern market in the Kagera region. Speaking during his company's campaign rally, Doyo insists that the project will be a game changer and will bring about major changes in the health and business sectors for the people of Kagera.
Serikali yangu itasimamia ujenzi huo katika kipindi cha miaka mitano.
My government will ensure that within 5 years we construct a zonal referral hospital equipped with highly skilled health experts. In the government I will lead, healthcare will be a priority, and we will employ qualified professionals to provide the best medical services to our people.
Furthermore, Doyo emphasizes the importance of opening trade opportunities in the region by building a modern market. The East African crude oil pipeline, known as EACOP, is not just a major infrastructure project. It is transforming the lives of Ugandan communities along its route. Many residents affected by the project have received compensation, which has allowed them to rebuild their lives with modern homes and improved facilities. Tanga reports.
The impact of EACOP goes beyond construction. It is creating tangible opportunities for growth and development. During our visit, we met several locals who shared how the project has positively impacted their families.
I am very happy and I'm very excited because I'm feeling much better. So this is my area, and I have managed to carry out matoke plantation to do some coffee, but also I've extended up to the extreme end where you see the livestock farming. I have some goats within my area.
I was actually handed a new compensation plan, and EACOP told me that for the sake of the community and whatever they had learned from the project, the compensation plan included 7 tanks, 2 classroom blocks, a multipurpose hall, a kitchen, modern kitchen, 3 latrines, 1 for girls.
And given the historical background of this place, where people are owning land communally, so very few people, or almost none, had a title on of his land. So the ones who were affected got an opportunity to have their lands surveyed, and they have the titles.
Many spoke of the financial support they received, which enabled them to start small businesses, invest in education, and improve their livelihoods.
Then after the compensation, I also plan to construct a small selling unit because I'm a beekeeper, for selling my honey. After there, I also plan to buy other things, like I bought goats, I bought even other things, small things which can help me in the future. Then the government of Uganda, together with the Total Energies, they bought for me land and they constructed a very beautiful house, which these days I'm sleeping in. Even if I'm sleeping hungry, I feel that I am really a woman.
In towns and villages along the pipeline route, the effects are visible. Streets are buzzing with new economic activity. Markets are thriving and local services have expanded. The compensation and development initiatives provided through EACOP have created a ripple effect, improving access to education, healthcare, and other essential services for the communities involved.
The development of corporate social responsibility, like hospitals. We have a hospital, Julius General Hospital. We have a Kagera, which has been improved by Total, E&P. We have also improvement in the water sector, where like we have Kirama pumped water, a scheme which was established also by Total.
For those who have experienced the project firsthand, EACOP is more than just oil infrastructure. It is a gateway to a better life. Families we spoke to described their gratitude for the project and the opportunities it has brought.
Ugandans have really benefited in this project, and you have to give props to the framers of the law that brought in place the national content regulations that helps us and gives us an opportunity to employ Ugandans on the project, but also gives the opportunity to Ugandan companies to take part in the project.
As the pipeline continues to take shape, it is clear that EACOP is not only fueling economies, but also empowering people, changing lives, and shaping a brighter future for Uganda. Tanga, TBC News.
Prime Minister Kassim Majaliwa says overweight and obesity, especially among women of reproductive age, has increased from 28% in 2015 to 37% in 2022. Majaliwa made the remarks when closing the 11th Nutrition Stakeholders meeting in Dar es Salaam, insisting that the challenge is exacerbated by major changes in eating habits and lifestyles that have affected not only Tanzania, but the entire world. Here's a report by Gervas Matabela, read by Kanki Magumole.
Prime Minister Kassim Majaliwa calls on all public and private institutions and ministries to allocate sufficient resources for nutrition interventions and include them in the annual financial plans. Furthermore, Prime Minister urges research institutes and higher education institutions to develop research ideas on nutrition.
Na kiwango cha uzito uliozidi na uzito kupita kiasi inaitwa kiribatumbo.
With the rate of overweight and obesity, particularly among mothers of childbearing age, the rates have increased by 28% from 2015 to 37% in 2022. These changes have been led by bad eating habits and lifestyles that have affected not only Tanzania, but the world at large.
Majaliwa has said that the stunting rate among children under the age of 5 in the country has decreased from 48% in 1992 to 30% in 2020. Speaking at the meeting, Minister of State, Prime Minister's Office, Labour, Youth, Employment and Persons with Disability, Ridhiwani Kikwete, says the meeting is key for the implementation of resolutions on nutrition strategy.
Ofisi ya Waziri Mkuu itaendelea kuratibu, kufuatilia na kutathmini kwa pamoja.
The Prime Minister's Office will continue to coordinate, monitor and evaluate together and ensure that we will regularly bring together stakeholders to discuss the development of nutritional health in the country. The government, together with nutrition stakeholders in the country, will continue to provide education to the public through the media, of which this year the Prime Minister's Office will carry out the role of national coordination on nutrition issues.
Other stakeholders and partners who attended the meeting say nutrition as a cross-cutting intersectoral agenda.
Noted by some of my fellow speakers, Tanzania has made significant progress in improving nutrition. The proportion of children affected by stunting, which is also noted as being too short for their age, has been reduced from 1 in 2 children under the age of 5 in 1992 to 1 in 3 children under the age of 5 in 2022, as per the Tanzania Demographic Health Survey.
This evidence is more than statistics. It calls to embed nutrition at the heart of economical planning. By reducing stunting from 30% to 15%, Tanzania stands to save up to $1.8 billion, all of which could be reinvested in the social and economical development.
The regions that have made progress in improving nutrition in the country are Kigoma, Tanga and Mtwara, while the regions that are still lagging behind are Iringa, Njombe, Geita, Kagera and Tabora. Kanki Mwegomole, TBC News.
Excessive consumption of chips contributes to weight gain because they are high in calories, fat and salt, which can lead to consuming more calories than you burn, resulting in weight gain. Obesity, a key risk factor for non-communicable diseases, NSDs like heart disease, stroke and type 2 diabetes. Here's a report by Julius, read by Kanki Magumole.
In large cities like Dar es Salaam, increased urbanization coupled with high rates of unhealthy eating elevates the risk of non-communicable diseases. Chips, a popular and widely enjoyed snack that offers a pleasurable experience. The appeal of potato chips transcends age, fulfilling both a desire for a delicious treat and the basic human pleasure derived from satisfying a craving.
It is an easy meal considering our city lifestyle, since most of the time we are busy with many responsibilities. That time to go and sit in the kitchen becomes a challenge, and that is why we get so many customers. Because it is a tasty and easily available. As you can see, people from all sectors of life come and they enjoy this food, and I serve it to them.
Despite low nutritional value, chips is considered fast food because they are typically ready to eat, often high in calories and fat.
It is a favorite and popular food in our city of Dar es Salaam, and it is also a fast food. For us young people, we don't have many things to do in the kitchen, so that's why we prefer chips a lot. I really like it at lunchtime, like now when I come from my activities.
Honestly, if it goes too far, it's at least 3 times a week. I cannot finish a week without it. When I see that I'm very busy, I just pass by the street and get a fast meal.
But eating potato chips is discouraged by experts.
Chips sasa inakuwa na vitu viwili sana. Chips ina wanga.
Chips mainly have 2 things, starch and oil. They have no protein or other nutrients. The oil found in chips, unhealthy oil. First, it causes inflammation in the blood vessels and also damages the lipid profile, a test we use to measure the amount of fat in your body. This leads to diseases such as heart diseases, increase the risk of heart complications, and when you combine high oil with high starch in the body, it also causes diseases like diabetes.
Potato chips are readily available in Tanzania, especially chips mayai, a popular local dish of French fries mixed with eggs. But while chips can offer caloric value, the lack of nutritional diversity in many street food preparations contribute to potential long-term health issues. Kanki Mwaigumole, TBC.
Madaraka Nyerere, the son of the late father of the nation, Mwalimu Julius Nyerere, says his father's contribution to Pan-Africanism and the liberation of Africa continues to unite people across the globe who travel to Butiama every year to honor his enduring legacy. Speaking to TBC News in Butiama, Mara region, Madaraka noted that the delegations who gathered this week to pray for the canonization of Mwalimu Nyerere into sainthood brings renewed hope not only to his family but also to Tanzania, that his immense role in shaping Africa's destiny is recognized and celebrated.
Extremely honored as a member of the family of the late Mwalimu Nyerere, that there is this process which was initiated in 2005 by the Catholic Church for the canonization of Mwalimu Nyerere. To me personally, it's a great honor that there is that recognition that Mwalimu lived a life worth emulating, and emulating not on religious aspects only, but also as an individual who devoted his life in leadership to ensure that Tanzanians, not just Tanzanians, but people from outside the country also became independent and benefited from the freedom that every human being deserves. And that's why that you may have experienced a scene today that we have visitors from South Sudan, from Kenya, from Uganda, from Zimbabwe, who are here to honor Mwalimu's legacy in regional cooperation and in Pan-Africanism.
On the other hand, participants from various countries, including Uganda and South Sudan, reflect on how their nations continue to honor the legacy of Mwalimu Nyerere.
It's about
the late Julius Nyerere, because of his steadfastness, because of his vision that he spread in almost 50% of African countries. What I know about him is that he did not believe in tribes.
Julius Nyerere was a very inclusive leader in that he didn't just focus on the people of Tanzania, but the entire Africa. And that's why in one of his quotes he says, let Tanzania delay its independence such that other African nations can get together with Tanzania.
The Vice-Chancellor of the Open University, Professor Alex Makulilo, says the university works on various strategic partnerships with various countries to develop the education sector in the country. He made the remarks while bidding farewell to 7 students who are going to Germany to further train on teaching students with special needs, while the Director of International Relations and Convocation, Dr. Flora Kiwonde, say they are in talks with universities in various countries on educational exchange.
And of course, when you go through the standards and the guidelines from the Tanzania Commission of Universities and the other guidelines from the regulators and also from the national guidelines, the issue of internationalization of our education is very much overemphasized. So it is important that we try as much as we can to ensure that part of our program exposes our students to internationalization. So we believe that once our students are in Germany, they are going to experience what our partners are doing in Germany with regard to how they handle students with disabilities. At the Open University of Tanzania, we have a special unit which handles students with special needs. So we strongly believe that when our students come back from Germany, they might have some value to add back to our program.
We have a collaboration between the Open University of Tanzania and Maximilian Ludwig University, that is LMU, where we are collaborating in many sectors, but particularly special education program. So today, our Open University of Tanzania students are departing to Germany, where they are going to have a training in a special education.
The training will be held in Germany for a period of 6 months, which will build the capacity of Tanzanian teachers to serve children with special needs. In case you missed any of our stories, remember you can always go to our YouTube channel at TBC Online and watch anytime, anywhere across the globe. Before concluding the local news, let's have a look at today's exchange rates according to the Bank of Tanzania, BOT. And in sports news, defending champions of the Tanzania Premier League, Young Africans head coach Romain Folz says the Sokoine Stadium pitch contributed to his team's failure to score in their highly competitive match against Mbeya City, which ended in a 0-0 draw. Speaking after the game, Coach Folz admitted that his players failed to utilize the chances they created because the pitch conditions did not allow them to play effectively. On the other hand, Mbeya City head coach Malale Hamsin says he was happy to earn 1 point, even though their plan had been to win the match. Young Africans have now collected 4 points from 2 matches played, while Mbeya City also have 4 points, but from 4 matches. Tomorrow, Simba Sports Club will face Namungo FC at the Benjamin Mkapa Stadium. A win could take them to the top of the league table. Currently, Singida United sits at the summit of the league with 6 points after defeating Mashujaa FC 1-0 in a match played at KMC Complex in Dar es Salaam. Former Simba Sports Club and Tanzania national team goalkeeper Ivo Mapunda has urged Simba's new goalkeeper Yakub Selemani to dedicate himself to intense training and personal effort in order to build a lasting legacy at the club. Mapunda stated that many local goalkeepers lack patience and commitment, which hinders their progress, something Yakub should avoid as he takes on the tough challenge of becoming Simba's #1 goalkeeper. Yakub Selemani plays his first international match and helps Simba Sports Club advance to the second preliminary round of the CAF Champions League. He came on to replace Simba's first choice goalkeeper, Musa Kamara, in the second half after Kamara sustained an injury during the match against Botswana champions Gaborone United, which ended 1-1 at the Benjamin Mkapa Stadium. Simba Sports Club will now face the Swatini champions Nsingizini Hotspurs in the second preliminary round of the CAF Champions League. The first leg will be played between October 17th to the 19th, with the return leg scheduled between October 24th to the 25th.
Pinzani sasa hivi goalkeeping ni goalkeepers sawa sasa kwenye
he need to work hard, he need to play, he need to show up by himself. There is a lot of competition, you know, and we need to congratulate Tanzania Premier League board to amend the law that no club that will be allowed to have more than 2 goalkeepers outside goalkeepers. So Tanzania goalkeepers, they will get a lot of chance to play. So this is the good things for our Tanzanian goalkeeper. It's a time to show up their talent.
Ni mmoja tu. Nadhani hiyo inaweza ikatoa nafasi kwa goalkeepers wa Tanzania wakapata nafasi.
That is sports news, and now before we conclude the news bulletin for tonight, let's take a look at the weather forecast for the next 24 hours.
Hello weather followers, it's me Joyce Makwata from Tanzania Meteorological Authority. Now welcome for 24 hours weather forecasting. Generally during the night we expect a cooler condition to persist over some parts of the southwestern island, with the lowest minimum temperature of 10 degrees Celsius expected over Njombe region. And in terms of wind, we expect the wind to flow at speed of 20 kilometers per hour for the entire coastal belt, Lake Victoria, Tanganyika, as well as Lake Rukwa. While for Lake Nyasa, we expect wind to flow at speed of 40 kilometers per hour. And TMI has issued advisory concerning period of strong winds reaching 40 kilometers per hour and large waves reaching to over these areas. So people conducting marine activities are advised to take necessary precautions. Tomorrow, generally, we expect Kagera, Geita, Mwanza, and Mara to feature partly cloudy conditions, thunder showers over a few areas in sun period. While over Ruvuma, together with the entire coastal belt, we expect light rain showers over a few areas in sun period, and mainly dry condition over the rest part of the country. Now, welcome for the next 4 days weather forecast, starting with Dar es Salaam. We expect Dar es Salaam to feature light rain showers over a few areas for the coming 4 days. While in Dodoma, we expect a partly cloudy condition and long sun periods. Weather of Mbeya, we expect a persistence of cooler condition, especially during the night, with mainly dry condition. Mwanza, generally, we expect to feature thunder showers over a few areas. Weather over Kilimanjaro, we expect mainly dry condition with long sun periods. However, over Morogoro region, we expect light rain showers over a few areas for the coming 4 days. Arusha region, we expect to feature partly cloudy condition and sun period. Dear viewers from Tanzania Meteorological Authority, that is what we have for today. Thanks for watching and have a good time.
That is all we have for tonight. Do not miss our next bulletin in Kiswahili at 11 p.m. On behalf of the whole team, I am Teddy Mbranyanga. Have a lovely, lovely night.